I wonder where Kaito is. I reckon he's probably in the tavern. He basically lives here. Oh, hello. Who's this?
Ah, here he is. I was wondering when you would show up. This stranger wandered into the colony. They claim to be a sushi chef, but all I've seen them do is throw back sake.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, amazing. A sushi chef indeed. Well, that's interesting. I was wondering what to do this episode, and I reckon it's about time we built a restaurant. So, if you're a sushi chef, Daenestra, would you be up for helping me build a restaurant?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Amazing. Now there's a dog behind you in a barrel. I don't know why. But yeah, okay, amazing. Right, yeah. So this episode, I think what we want to do is build a restaurant. Last episode, we built the walls, and they are amazing. They're huge. It was a ridiculous amount of work, but we got it done. But honestly, the problem we have now is our colonists are getting a bit hungry. So I feel like it's time to jump in and do some cooking. So, sushi chef Daenestra, is it? Are you... Do you know what Minecolonies is? Do you know where we are? Do you know what this colony... Do you know what we're doing?
Sorry, I was going to say Kaito invited me. I have no idea where I am.
It's okay, Kaito isn't actually real, so that's totally fine. Let's be... I invited you. So Daenestra is a friend of mine from the Discord, and you also do YouTube videos as well.
I do.
So there's a link to what Daenestra does in the description if you want to go and watch their videos. But it's okay, you can be Kaito's friend as well. He's a very lonely dude.
He's a friend to all.
He lives in the tavern and all he does is drink. So I worry, I worry about that old dude.
It's probably a good idea to get a restaurant on the go then, so he has some actual food to, soak up that booze.
Yeah, so a restaurant. So far on the colony, we've got like 2 builders' huts now. They're both level 2, which is pretty cool. This one's hard to get into, but you can go around the side, so it's fine. We'll fix that. We've got a camp over here, which is where I've got all my stuff. You've watched the videos, so you know pretty much what's going on here.
Yeah.
And I don't really need to explain, but it's kind of good in my head to get a reminder of where we're at.
Yeah.
In terms of like the buildings. We've got the forester over there, and that's gathering wood, which is really useful. But we're going to need a restaurant, right? And so a restaurant, I think, in my head, means we also need a farm, because we've got to cook the food.
Yes, exactly. We need stuff to actually make our sushi.
So this episode, what I reckon we want to do is build both a farm and a restaurant. But there's also another building that's been added to Minecolonies, which is the cookery, which basically takes the stuff from the farm and makes it into food for the restaurant. But I think we can leave that for this episode because it's a bit advanced. I don't know, you're a sushi master, you're a sushi chef.
Yes.
So what do you need a cookery or not? Do you think we can just do the restaurant?
I think we can just do the restaurant.
Okay, good, very good. So as a member of the colony, I'm going to have to promote you to officer, I think. And this is pretty easy to do. So if you're playing at home with friends, giving your friends permission is pretty good. We can let you right-click blocks. That's cool. But we can also let you be an officer. I think that's probably the safest thing, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to take over.
No. And as officer, I think you get total control. So anything I can do, you can do. Except, I think, delete the colony, which I don't think you do.
No.
I hope.
No.
So that's pretty good. So we're going to need to get you a build tool for sure. I guess, maybe. Or do you need a build tool? What have you got? Have you got any stuff?
I have some dirt.
Yeah. We'll need to get you some stuff. So basically, you can take whatever you want from the computer because there's like loads of stuff in here.
Wait, so you're not even wearing armor yet?
No, yeah. So I've got...
You have an entire computer and not
No. I'm hiding it. So because people want to see my the kimono.
Maybe, definitely. I do really like that kimono.
Honestly, I've only really got like chainmail, so it's not even that good. I do want to get like some samurai armor because Samurai Dynasty adds some amazing weapons and armor. But I reckon I'll wait until we get like a blacksmith and do like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like teach the blacksmith how to make the armor and the weapons, give them all to the guards because we need loads of guards now. We've got loads of guard towers. So, oh, congrats.
Just gonna make myself some armor. Don't mind me.
Oh yeah, we got like loads of iron. So help yourself to that.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be a good idea to actually be wearing something, considering you have a security issue here, don't you?
Yes. Well, no, it's not so bad. So we got like the mega torch over here, and it's actually covering most of the colony.
Oh wow!
But now that we've got some walls, I think it's like a really good idea to get mega torches around the edges.
Yeah.
Of the walls, just to like make doubly sure no monsters are spawning inside that zone.
Also, if we're putting down a restaurant, can I decorate around the restaurant?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. Like I'll make it all cute and some outdoor seating and stuff.
There's like tons of stuff in the computer. So if you want to just use anything in there just to decorate, then absolutely go wild. So you mentioned the couriers have influenza.
They do.
Oh man, so last episode, when I was building the walls, the builders started to get the flu. And I don't know what it is that triggers it. Like very early mine colonies, you don't get raids. And your colonists don't get sick.
No.
But eventually something happens that means you start to get sick and you get raids. We had our first raid last episode, which was, it was 2 guys, basically. It wasn't really a raid. So it was just like two punks.
You sent them packing.
I did, yeah. I used a Paxel. It was like, not exactly like a grand defense, but we did get rid of them. But I think that's also tied into when you get the flu.
Yes.
Now, the doctor or the hospital is locked behind university. So I don't want to build the university yet.
No.
And that's like a long ways away anyway. But you can kind of just give your guys carrots and potatoes.
Exactly. So building a farm for carrots and potatoes would be a really good idea. And for the restaurant.
It's going to be essential, yeah. And absolutely. Now, I kind of want to split the area up into districts. And I figure that, well, I'll tell you what, first I'm going to go up and grab the bits I need to make the restaurant and the farm, and then we'll put them down.
So are we putting the restaurant here?
Yeah, it's a good question. Where are we going to put the restaurant? I think the restaurant has to be central. Like, it has to be near where people are.
Yes.
Because people come from their jobs to go to the restaurant. Like, it's a travel point where people eat. It's not so much like where the food is made. I mean, it can be. But the important thing is people use it to eat.
Exactly. And especially with everybody currently living in the tavern before you get the houses down, it's a really good spot to be right next to the tavern.
Yeah, no, I do agree. Now, I'm trying to think about this because we're also going to have to put down houses, and the houses are going to need like a big space. But I do reckon right next to the tavern is a really good spot for a restaurant. I want to save this tree because this tree is like really awesome.
Okay.
And if we can, and also like most buildings come underneath the canopy, so it's like quite good. But I reckon, should we see what it looks like over here? Let's take a look at the restaurant and see what it looks like here. Right, so basically if you're playing with a friend, they won't be able to see the buildings you put down. They're going to need to make their own builder's tool, go into the settings, and then there's like a couple of buttons here. Enabling this will send most of your active previews to nearby players. And so I'm selecting that as on. But Daenestra also has to set previews on their end as on as well. And so now, can you see the restaurant?
Yes, I can see the restaurant, and it does not fit.
No, oh man, that's such a shame. Honestly, that's such a shame. It's so close to the restaurant, to the tavern, that it looks good. But honestly, I think like I love the Shogun style, but my big problem at the moment is the buildings are so huge.
They are.
You want to condense things together, but they're so big. Oh man, it's so big. All these buildings are huge. Well, it's okay. We can put this also maybe over by the town hall. This might actually work. We were going to develop this area. We got like room in front of the walls. And yeah, I think it's going to have to go over here. But that's actually kind of good news because it means we can put the housing over where the restaurant is at the moment. So, and that's loosely what I was saving that space for. Plus also we're going to want like the cookery next to this thing. So it makes sense over here.
I haven't actually seen the cookery yet.
No, and I'm guessing it's going to be like the size of Mount Fuji, given the the standard so far. But you know what? If it is, we'll work with it. Oh man, honestly, like these buildings get super amazing as they level up. It's nuts. I mean, the materials aren't easy to get. There's loads of paper at higher levels, but it looks so amazing. It's gonna be quite snug against the town hall, but honestly, I do think this is gonna be a good spot. If we can get the avenue to come down a bit and go along like this, it's actually gonna be really good. So do you reckon this is a good spot?
This is a perfect spot.
Amazing. All right. Well, I'm gonna need your help because we've got a lot of land clearing to do.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the trees have been cleared out and all of the brush and shrubbery is gone as well. So when the builders come over, they shouldn't have too much to worry about. Also, thank you, Sushi Chef. Daenestra has filled in the hole, which honestly, I mean, I think the builders would fall down that. So it's probably a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Like 9 times out of 10. I had like one hole that was like 2 blocks down, just randomly over there. And I was like wondering why the colony wasn't working. And then when I looked over, one of the couriers had fallen in a hole and just couldn't get out. Like my whole colony had shut down.
Speaking of them going down holes where they shouldn't be, the trader has actually gone down this hole just here.
Oh,
He's
perfect. Bury him. Yeah, let's get rid of him. just honestly, block him in. Because he's honestly, waste of space. Big old waste of space.
Like it never happened.
Okay, amazing. So the big question now is, what kind of materials does the restaurant need to get built? And this is where things like could get... Oh, we're missing... Like there's a piece of wood up there. Do you reckon you could get that wood?
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
Well, hang on a sec. Did you... What's your axe made out of?
Diamond.
Oh my god, you made a diamond. Oh, I need those diamonds. Oh my god, my precious diamonds. You made an axe.
You said take anything.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, you know, with... Oh my... You know what? It's fine.
I also made a diamond pickaxe.
Oh my... Stop. Please just stop now. Stop. Quit while you're ahead. Oh my god. It's okay. We'll get some more. Because diamonds aren't super rare. In like modern Minecraft, you can generally find diamonds pretty easily. Netherite. That's another question. But diamonds aren't too bad. Okay, well... Yeah, if it's okay, could you clear out that wood?
Of course.
But the question is... what materials are needed to build this? And it's not too bad. Like, this style needs a lot of acacia, I find.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no, that's not too bad. 700 dirt, which actually isn't super bad. But honestly, nothing else. Oh, and 2 paintings. Okay.
Well, they're not too hard to make either.
They're not too hard, but it's different, right? It's like, it's not stone and it's not wood, so it's weird and it scares me.
Yeah.
But this is all good, yeah. And 31 gravel, 22 polished andesite. Oh yeah, we've got all of this on farm. So if you can make the 2 paintings...
Of course.
I will go and grab the acacia from the forester and the stone we need, and then we can probably get this built.
Now, is this restaurant going to have conveyor belts in it that bring people the food?
Oh, like a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll make some conveyor belts. I'll make some conveyor belts. We'll have to wait until the restaurant's built before we can put them in.
Yes.
I don't think it'll actually function in any way, but it will look cool.
It'll look
Kind
cool.
of. Yeah, we can say it's a conveyor belt restaurant, at least.
And when the restaurant's done, I can survey the side of the building and see what I can add to it.
Exactly. Yeah, well, I've got 8 conveyor belts now, so that's going to have to do.
I've already done the paintings. Ooh,
Amazing.
yee.
So there we go. These are quite useful.
Oh!
I'm sorry. Like, yeah. Sorry, you were, yeah. Sorry.
Just wanted to have fun too.
Good. Well, okay, we've got the bits. Let's go and hook the builder up and watch this go up. So the restaurant building. The restaurant building is a very important building in Minecolonies. In case you hadn't guessed by the name, it's where colonists come to eat. Now, colonists can get hungry at all kinds of times, and they will drop whatever they're doing to come over here and grab a bite to eat. And that's why it's really important that you put at least your first restaurant somewhere very central. Shortening the distance that colonists have to travel to do all of their vital functions is the #1 way you can make your colony more efficient. And that's why I think I'm probably going to put the most important core buildings that the colonists are going to need to use a lot very close to this restaurant as well. And where else is more central for this restaurant than right next to the town hall? the restaurant itself is a very big building. I think I mentioned this already, but yeah, Minecolonies and the Shogun style does have some really huge buildings, and while it is really cool to look at, really impressive to see built, it does make placing them a little bit tricky as well, but that's okay. We can always find a space, and I think this restaurant will look great next to the town hall. Now also you may see in the background a speedy little garden being built by our guest resident chef, Daenestra. What she's doing at the back is really just for decoration because I don't think the colonists are going to go out to the back to eat their food, but it's a pretty cool looking garden area. I don't know exactly what she's doing back there, so it's going to be very cool to jump in game and find out what's going on. And yeah, the rooftops are all very flat. If you look at the town hall, the warehouse, and now the restaurant, all of these buildings are completely flat, and I think that's so they have room for when they progress to level 2, 3, 4, and 5. But there we go, I think the restaurant is just about finished, and it's a pretty cool looking building. Very square, very bare bones, and of course, because it's level 1, the materials required are very simple, but unlike most styles, even at level 1, this is a very cool looking building. And that's something I really appreciate about the Shogun style. Anyway, let's jump in and check out the seating area that Daenestra has made for us. So the restaurant is built. It's only level 1, so there's a long ways to go, and I've realized, yeah, the tops of these buildings are all flat, which is kind of dull, and it'd be nice to get these to level 2. Now our builder's hut is level 2. That's certainly something we can do down the line. But as you saw while we were building, our resident sushi chef, the amazing Daenestra, how's it going?
Going good?
Has also built us a bit of a seating area, because when you come inside the restaurant, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit bare bones. Like, I mean, if I was to come to this restaurant and say, "Excuse me, sir, can I have some food?" Like, where would you sit? Like, where are you doing the eating in here? Like, what is going on? Do you just stand up? Is it like a standing restaurant?
Or is it like this ledge is what you're supposed to sit on like this?
Oh, maybe. But even then, like, where does the food go? On the floor?
It's an eat and get out kind of restaurant, isn't it?
But you have built for us an amazing seating area. So walk me through what you've done over here.
So, starting off strong, we've got the hatches just here. And this is where the food will be delivered to.
Right, so yeah. So pretend I'm the sushi guy that's got the sushi.
Okay.
So I come over here.
So you come on out.
Yeah.
You open the hatch. You throw your sushi on the belt.
Yeah. I haven't got any sushi, but I've got some old roots. So we'll pretend the old roots are the sushi.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then you come out here and it goes around and everybody's got these buttons which will stop the conveyor belt and they can take their food off, and then it works all the way around to this other hut here where you can then take back the empty pots when they're done.
Or the old roots that didn't get picked up
roots.
Because people didn't press the button on old roots, which I can kind of empathize. But okay, yeah, so these are white paper lanterns. These look really cool.
Yeah, I felt like, you go to restaurants and they've all got the hanging lanterns and it's all really cute. So I just thought some hanging lanterns along here and tying in the Sakura fences and wood that obviously grows everywhere around here.
Yeah,
I thought that'd be really nice to just bring it in, and obviously keeping the acacia to link in with the restaurant.
Honestly, this looks really cool. It's like it fits perfectly with the restaurant, and it's nice to have an area to sit down. But we are missing one key component of the restaurant, which is actual food to cook.
Yes.
So we're going to need like a lot of stuff. Like, I don't think one farm is going to cut it, because we're going to need the vanilla crops, like potatoes and carrots for one, because that cures colonists that are sick. We're also going to need wheat for certain things, like growing other animals, and that's already like 3 fields, which is a level 3 farm. So we're going to need 2 farms. So basically, this side of the forest, this side of like the area where all these orchard trees are, like the apple trees, I figured this would be like the agriculture area, because it's like a nice big agriculture space. But the big question is, do we have enough room out here for a farm? So I've got like the farm block. So let's see how big this is and what it looks like. So is this big? Oh, no, actually, this is kind of discreet.
It's kind of nice.
It's small-ish. It doesn't come with fields, right? Which is okay. We can put down our own. But as farms go, that could, honestly, I think this might actually fit inside that nook, like of the wall.
I don't think it does.
Does it not? Let's have a look.
No, look.
Oh no, yeah, it's pretty big.
Where you had it lined up before, I could see the line on the wall from here. This room is probably enough room for a field to go into, though. This little nook.
You reckon like this little bit here?
Yeah.
Well, that depends, because we've got this in position, but how big is the farmer's field? That's the question, because it's going to be like a separate decoration, right?
Yeah.
Is there even one in the Shogun style? Because there's like farms from all kinds of packs. So it might not be. It's not in agriculture. If you go to horticulture, there's no fields here. It's just the farm. And if you go in decorations, I don't see any fields. There's gardens and greens, but none of these have anything to do with fields. Now, I don't actually think Minecolonies needs you to build a special decoration as a field, because if you look in here at like Minecolonies, there's a scarecrow, if you look up field, that I think just counts as a field, and you can make the fields kind of as big as you want, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so we could fit something nicely into the nook.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't need like a set built decoration. We can just like basically till all of this land, put down some scarecrows, tell the farmer, hey, this is like 4 fields out here. And even if they're small, like 3 by 3, you'll still have like a good amount of fields and a good amount of crops.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
So I have another mission for you. What we're going to do is we're going to put down the farm and we're going to get that built. And much in the same way that you built the seating area, would you be up for building us like the custom fields for the farm over here?
I would love to.
Okay, cool. Now, do you reckon we can do it without removing these trees? Because these trees are amazing and I don't want to lose them. You reckon we can fit like a farm in here? And because do crops need like to be able to see the sky?
No, I think it's okay.
It's just like a light level thing.
Without, yeah, it's like a light level thing, and obviously the sun does hit it during the day, so I think it'll be fine.
Cool, okay, amazing. Right, so I'm going to get the farm in position. But the question also is, what kind of crops are we going to do for the restaurant, right? Because there is sushi in Minecolonies, which is actually amazing. Like sushi, and if we take a look, there is... Where's the Minecolonies sushi?
The sushi roll.
Yeah.
It's like a little circle one. Yeah.
And this looks like it's like, crafted by a Minecolonies cookery level 4 or higher. Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so I think actual sushi is going to be a bit down the line once the cookery is higher level and the whole colony is a bit more developed. But certainly we can get like the potatoes, the carrots, and the wheat that we can basically turn into bread and stuff, and the guys can eat it anyway. Because high-level food is really just for high-level colonists anyway, right?
Yeah.
But I'll put down the farm right here, I reckon. We've only got 1, but you can make 2 if you want. The materials don't look hard to get because it's level 1, so it's just birch, acacia, cobblestone, shingles. I think we're good.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to go and give the builder everything they need, and let's watch this get built. So here we are, the second building of the episode, and it's a farm. Now, eventually we want 2 farms. Some people even build 3 farms. And the big problem with this farm is that initially these fields at the back are going to be very small. We've tasked Daenestra with crafting for us 4 farmers' fields. They're very small because at early levels the farmer isn't very quick and the size of these fields won't matter massively. But in future what we can do is expand those 4 fields out to maybe 2, maybe just the 1 field, and put some other fields maybe in front of the forester's hut because there's a lot of room there next to the wall on the right. But yet again, just like the restaurant, the materials required for this build, very simple. It's level 1 and it primarily just uses birch, stone, and those cobblestone shingle roofs. There is a nice wooden beam that goes all the way through the rooftop, and it doesn't really leave much space on the roof for it to expand up into a taller building. So I'm going to be very interested to see how this building expands as it goes up from level 1 to level 5. But there we go, the farm is complete. Let's jump in game and take a look at the fields and get this thing configured, because we're going to need to start getting some food on the colony and some materials for our colonists to cure themselves. Boom. And so, yeah, the farm is now complete. It's looking really good. I think it looks a lot better than the restaurant did, for sure. And also, Daenestra has helped. Again, thank you.
I'm very helpful.
Massively helpful, because obviously, yeah, every farmer needs something to farm. And so she has made us some fields. So the important thing to remember, like with these fields, is that you don't have to use the pre-built decorations. Oh, these are on leaves. That looks pretty good. Are these waterlog leaves?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing, right. So yeah, the farm can use, basically, if you get these field scarecrow things, you can put these fields down anywhere. And we kind of want some small fields because the pre-built decoration fields are all a little bit too big, at least for the early game. And also the farm comes with the courier set over here because yes, Spumantii likes to put in couriers and guards everywhere, and that's always helpful because you don't have to build these and you don't have to employ people in them either. So it's like an option, which is good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that looked ugly.
It was bugging me.
But we're going to need to hire a farmer, and we've still only got the core 4 dudes. Now, I made the forester a courier to speed things up, and those couriers got sick, but I think while this was being built, you cured them, right?
I did. I went and found some carrots and potatoes and handed them on over.
Excellent, yeah. So I reckon we can probably just go and fire them from... Actually, no, I'll tell you what. Let's tag team this. So if you go and fire one of the couriers, whichever one you think is the worst courier.
Oh, I'm going to start some fights in the comments. I can feel it already.
And we'll hire, like, the one that you pick as a farmer. So let's bring him over. And do you have, like, the spare carrots and potatoes?
I put them in the warehouse, but I'll grab them.
So we can only do one field anyway. So every level of farm gets you another field you can work. So we're going to have to get this level 2 anyway, so we can farm both carrots and potatoes. But once we give him the carrots and potatoes, what he should do is seek out fields within the area to get working.
I can't work.
Place more fields to get me working. So we can, I think, you go into the farm hut and you select fields, and it shows us all the fields that are nearby. Now, assign fields to work are automatic. It should do it on its own. But if we say manual, oh, right. So the fields aren't getting worked because there aren't any seeds in there. Are you putting like the seeds?
I just did potatoes for this one.
Amazing. So we should see potatoes pop up, yeah, in one of the fields, and it looks like he's automatically assigned to it. Now he is also going to need some hose. We need to get some hose for this guy so he can party in the field.
I'm running again.
Sorry, yeah, thank you. Oh my god, it's so
I'm doing
useful.
the legwork.
It's really useful having a quote-unquote slave to do things. No, someone to help is always helpful in Minecolonies. And that's why I think, like, this is a good mod. Like, if you want to play it on your own, then that's great. You'll have a fun time because it is really cool. But also, fire it up in LAN or, you know, invite a friend and you can build a colony together, and it's actually really cool. It really does support multiplayer quite well.
Oh, he's off. He's going.
Oh, amazing.
He's going.
Oh, sweet. Finally. So we can watch him in action, and he's going for potatoes first, right?
Yes, should be.
So potatoes are ideal because he can actually make baked potatoes, or at least the chef can in the restaurant. But carrots can't really be made into anything like exciting until you get other vegetables. So it's a shame you can't make chips or crisps, really.
Oh, that would be delicious.
Well, okay, so the farm is done. Sun is setting on the colony, and I think we've done it. I think this has been like a really productive episode. We've got a farm built and a farmer, and we've got the restaurant built so he can do something with those baked potatoes once we hire a chef. I know you came here wanting to be a chef, right? And yeah, so maybe we can set you up in the building as a chef.
That would be lovely.
But we'll have to get you a house first. And so I think housing is like the next big thing that we have to approach because, yeah, I mean, like we got the tavern and that's like 4 places to live, which is okay. But like it's way off what we're going to need. So I reckon like a nice big housing setup would be cool. But also what's exciting about... Oh,
that's the tavern music.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I've heard this.
It gets very loud when you get in there, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, yeah. But it's good. Let's go and have a drink with Kato.
Yeah.
Because next episode, we'll look into, like, massive housing complexes because you can do apartments, which are really cool. So, my dudes, a massive thank you for watching this episode, and a massive thank you to Daenestra for joining me and helping me out. She's a master of building decorations, And again, go and check out her YouTube channel. It's in the description. Also, Kato, what do you think of this episode? How do you feel we've done? Have you got a haiku for us?
Earth hums, seeds take root. Sun and rain weave life anew. Harvest fills our plates.
Oh, amazing, very wise words indeed, Kato. A massive thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next time, my dudes, take care. You can also say bye if you want.
Bye.